Okay, cool beans.
All right, let's hit that stream. Let's click this on. Let's, we're back in the saddle again.
Mm-hmm.
As we are all the time. We are receiving content. It has begun playing. Has Korra started? There it goes. There it is. There's the sound.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Can you actually hear it again this time?
I can. I think whatever sound problem was happening has been fixed because of my my headphone selection.
Nice.
So hopefully just sound is now a part of this game for at least one half of us, which should make our second playthrough more interesting, right? That's how that goes?
That is very true.
Oh god, let me hit the pop out chat. Hey, hey folks. This is Safe File Corrupted. This is the show where me and Alan Sells from Pokemon World Tour United and the Hey Jake and Josh lexicon of podcasts play through Legend of Korra every Monday for the rest of the year. That's Alan's voice. This is my voice.
Hi. You can hear Ellie too.
You can hear Ellie. Ellie is a side guest. That is my pupper. I should do a quick old tweedle out. Or I'll just post here. Alan, you are on something cool today. You are on like.
I was. I and my cohorts over on the Cool Kids table in Pokemon World Tour United, we were on the One Shot podcast.
Hell yes. I've been so excited for that.
It's really awesome. We got a chance to play Magimonsters with James, which was absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, for me personally, it was a little bit of a dream come true because James is kind of how I started podcasting and what got me inspired. So yeah, it was kind of a bit of a dream to be able to tell a story with him, which was really cool.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm super happy for you. I was like screaming on every Discord that I had today. Just like going
it's
like,
so much fun.
It's my friend! I know him!
So right back with a Big Daddy.
Yep, right back here where we were getting our ass kicked last time. Yes, Mike, I would say saying this game is a disappointment is really kind of underselling it a little bit, because yes, it is. We have beaten it one time already now, in a total of 4 hours, and now we're playing on the higher difficulty, and my dog is very stressed out by it.
Yes.
It's bothering my pupper. Oh God. Alan,
sweetheart.
you said you took a nap today.
I did take a nap today.
Are you feeling all right, my friend?
I have been dealing with some crazy insomnia. So it was kind of weird to be like, oh, I'm just gonna be on my couch, and the next thing I know, it's like, oh boy, that was a sleep. That happened.
Oh boy. I mean, at least like, I feel like when you're having trouble sleeping, anywhere you can get it is like, a good place for the nap. Oh boy, that is happening.
That sweet girl is just like, yeah.
Yeah, she's real stressed by the Big Daddy for some reason. And she's just not handling it well. She's not letting it emote well. Like they do C-Star. Oh, yeah, an expanded Avatar universe would be awesome.
It really would.
Like, oh gosh, you put that in my head now.
Well, and I mean, they're sort of doing it with the comic book. But again, it's not... It's safe. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's nothing...
Yeah.
They're not really taking a lot of risks with it. They're just like, up, here we go. We're going to continue it as a comic.
Yep.
There's no challenge there.
Yeah, super safe. That's a really good way to phrase it. It's just, I wish that there was something fancy and cool in it, because I love the Korra universe. And especially, like, in the next iteration, be it another Korra story, or, like, move on. Oh, Griffin hell. Every time. I'm just not doing well today, Alan.
Oh. Just got to get back into the hang of it, that's all.
Yeah,
we had troubles with this guy the first time.
Yeah. God, because he just has so much health, and uses those electric attacks, so I can't like counter those. Can I counter this? I don't think so. I'm not gonna try. Oh god. Yep. So you get. I keep looking over to read chat, and I keep getting crimped up because now we're having an actual literal conversation, which I am about. Okay, here, hold on. Let's open up the shop. Let's go into here. What do we got? We have a lot of money to spend.
Yeah, we do.
How's our health?
So the problem with the Avatar comics is that they're telling stories about the
gang.
The gang.
The Aang gang.
But, yeah, the Aang gang. But you can't go anywhere wild or different. That's true. So you get stuff like the Search, which basically a red herring for 2/3 of the story. And I think that's kind of the main problem with Nickelodeon universes almost as a whole, is that they don't want to allow things to grow and change from the creation that's on the screen.
Yep,
regardless of the potential that's there. I remember, this is a kind of seemingly random example, but there was a big push for like an Invader Zim type comic, and again, it was nothing really. It was just kind of samey. At least with Avatar, they're at least focusing on Korra and Asami. They are at least developing that relationship and things like that, which is exciting. But yeah, unfortunately, it's just like, eh.
Yeah, and that gives me an instant like a interesting question to ask, because the problem they have is we agree that they don't want to stray from what's on the TV. So then, would creating a new Avatar, like a new like having their own like basic comic version OC, be like the answer?
I would say yes. Set it after Korra or even before Aang. I think it would be interesting to go into detail about what happened with some of the previous avatars that are mentioned.
Yeah, the Korra does a little bit of that with the very first Avatar, and then the the one that kind of breaks away that giant island. They talk a little bit about that, and it's awesome. It's honestly some of my favorite parts of season 2. And they talk about how you can flash back and talk to those avatars, like Aang did. And so the question then becomes a sort of then what setting do you place that in? Because I'm for after Korra. I think that is a good pitch. I think after Korra, roughly in the same kind of time. I don't think they should base off any story from how did this start. Go ahead. Okay, so yeah, so you don't want the first Avatar story that got that season 2 stuff. I understand that.
Well, and I mean, I think there's room enough for both. That I don't know. I think Power Rangers is actually an interesting property to look at right now. If you look at the Power Rangers comics, there are actually 2 different comics. I think it's Go-Go Power Rangers, and then there's just Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And Mighty Morphin, they time traveled back to the 60s, and they met the, secret original team of Rangers. And it's actually pretty interesting. There's a female red and a male pink, and it's changing a lot of the established dynamics and what we thought we knew had to be true about Power Rangers, and challenging that and saying, well, maybe not.
Fuck, there we go. This is done. This is done. We victorious. Oh, good God almighty. Oh. Get out of here. Go shoo. Oh,
bye, Big Daddy. Bye.
I don't want basically to show you. which give this backstory is disguised. Yes. Now, that being said, I am very, very, very much a huge fan of the Star Wars prequels. And so I want you to make sure, make sure you know that coming into this. But, yeah, I think progressing the story past Korra. Because, like, there's, for Alan, spoilers for Korra for you. There is, she loses her connection to those old avatars.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and that sucks, because, like, I kind of wish that she kept it. Because that is such a cool thing that they have, and to lose it, and to cut that off for like, future writers, seems unfortunate. You know?
Well, another aspect that you could go after, because I'm seeing Michael say, you know, it doesn't need to be a progression, just take a different angle. Another really good example of this is one of my favorite modern day authors is Brandon Sanderson. And he has this whole thing he calls the Cosmere, which is how all of his books like interact. But one particular book is called Mistborn.
Okay.
And the idea is it's people that have powers based on metal. So like you have a metal and its alloy, and they can do different things. So like steel allows you to push metal away from you, but iron allows you to pull it towards you. Different things like that. Like, it's really neat. But his idea with this is the first trilogy is kind of your traditional high fantasy deal. The second trilogy, which wasn't supposed to be a trilogy and just was accidentally a trilogy, is set more steampunky Wild West. Same like universe, but all of the characters from the first trilogy are now legends and, you know, gods and myths and things like that.
That sounds cool. I like that.
And eventually he wants to do the next one in the series is supposed to be like 1980s level technology. And then he eventually wants to do like a space opera, all within this same world using these same powers, with references to these same characters, just in new and different scenarios. So I think it would be kind of neat to watch the technology around the Avatar continue to evolve. You know, you got it in Korra where they get cars.
They start hitting like that early 20s technology as opposed to like the kind of like rudimentary technology that was in the first one.
Right.
Totally. Oh yeah, because you get to a point with the rate of which technology progresses in Avatar, you get to a point where you can do like fucking full-on cyberpunk Avatar, which is like kind of the coolest thing I've ever imagined just now. Like, I'm kind of very about that. But that's interesting.
Well, then you start getting into like the metaphysics of data. What is data? Is data something that could be bent?
Can you imagine a data bender for a hot second?
Right.
What have you just pitched? Like, that's that full-on Shadowrun, like, kind of cyberpunk shit. Like, that's really cool. Did we kill our son just now? Yeah,
I think we did kill our son.
Hey, you know what? He deserved it.
He was being very naughty.
Yeah. There you go. Blam. That. Alright. They must be talking right now.
This game is really giving me flashbacks to... I can't... See, what's weird is my screen is just slightly pixelated, so like I can see everything that's happening in the game, but when I try to read, some things come off as really blocky. So I'm kind of able to figure some things out, but I'm seeing like our flashbacks to the blank game. Like, it looks like Simpsons game.
The Simpsons game, it is, yeah. What flashbacks to the Simpsons game?
I'm curious.
Hold on, that is a very good question. Like Simpsons Hit and Run,
or maybe the arcade game.
Yeah. Please extrapolate.
Because what's funny is when I was a kid, you know, we weren't allowed to play Grand Theft Auto because Grand Theft Auto was bad.
It was dangerous.
But we were able to play Simpsons Hit and Run.
Simpsons Hit and Run.
Which was essentially the same thing, only the Simpsons instead.
Yeah, it's just GTA Lite, which is kind of fantastic. Like, what a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did I kill everyone in here? Oh, there he goes. Yeah, Simpsons Hit and Run, I remember running that game for the GameCube and playing it, like, nonstop. Oh, can I head... Oh, okay. So enter just automatically brings up Korra's room. I didn't know that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's a good thing to learn on the second playthrough. We should level up one of our other bending styles. What kind of bending do you want me to use for this episode, Alan? Water?
Let's
Fire?
be earth
Earth?
benders.
Let's do it.
I mean, I am a water bender at heart, but I also know my proclivities, so I'm not going to force you to be a water bender just because that's what I would be personally.
Oh, Alan, I trust you. Discount GTA. Okay, so yeah, so Simpsons Hit and Run. Yeah. That's the one you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I equipped, while you were talking earlier, I equipped a item that slowly regenerates my health over time, which I think should help. Oh,
nice. That'll be helpful.
Yes. It's going to assist us from getting our ass kicked. Earthbending, since it doesn't have so many area attacks, it really makes me focus on that like key stuff, like my counters and shit. I'm getting there. Yeah. So, all right, like, could you, if I asked you to pitch a Avatar's future sequel right now, can you describe to me what your Avatar OC is?
Oh God. I would probably do an airbender.
Okay.
And focus on data bending.
Focus on data. Would airbending go into data bending?
Well, the reason I say that is because it. I'm thinking like wireless signal and Wi-Fi.
Is that not closer to firebending, electric?
Yes, but it depends on what we want data to be. I think it would be interesting if like data was something more tactile in this world, like invisible but there.
It like it is in Shadow Realm, where it is like that secondary level. Like you have the people that can see and walk in the I don't know what it's not the Matrix or like the data
in the
sphere.
net.
Yeah. That's interesting. I like that.
So, kind of focus on maybe an airbender that can data bend. Now, I do think it'd be interesting to do, like, have benders that are, like, specifically anti-tech.
Ooh, okay.
That are firebenders that manipulate electricity and, can kind of disrupt the flow of electricity.
Ooh, so like EMP kind of things.
Yeah, so you'd have like EMP benders essentially. Ooh. So that could disable tech.
What an interesting concept. So is that the story? Is that what you're like? What our heroes are fighting against in that one is those anti-technology folk? Because like this is like the first time they've had technology, and so like it is people who are trying to fight back against that.
Exactly, and be like, no, we shouldn't go with this new technology and stuff. It's dangerous, and point to some corrupt data benders that are basically doxing people and things by pulling information out of the aether that they have no business knowing.
That's really interesting.
I see Michael is talking to us, but unfortunately I cannot really read what he says.
I can read that. I can read it because he's got an interesting pitch going on over there. Let me clear the sucker off. All right, so it's talking about in Korra's time, she pushed for the world to get more united and everything, and so it's another kind of future past there. And the Water Tribes, which have grown a lot since Korra's time, and the Earth Kingdom are kind of in a cold war. So both of them are getting ready for war, but none of them want to actually act in that war. Like that in itself, that's cool. I love like because now you're pitching a airbender, Avatar thing where they have more political intrigue, and I'm very interested in that.
Me too.
Oh, this is the one where I scene skipped or whatever we called it.
Oh yeah, you sequence broke.
That's it. I guess these guys aren't necessary to kill, are they? I can just because we speedrunner now. Fuck, nope.
Woo!
Michael, what would your avatar be like in this pitch? Let's see here. I'm gonna. Oh no.
Whee!
I wanted to. I couldn't remember if she could fly forward with that. I think the fly forward is Oh shit. Yeah, there. It's a shift with this. All right. Either way, we're here. I'm not wasting my time with this. Technology will be sort of a mix between 80s tech, ancient aesthetics, and you see that in cities. That's a cool idea.
I think that's pretty neat.
Like, imagine like the air, like a cyberpunk version of the Air Temple Island. Like, that is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Going Super Saiyan.
Who else wants
no
some?
time for your nonsense.
Yep. I just don't want to deal. I blew up that rock. I would pay for an Ailey Happy Hour Korra fanfiction. Listen, if you're telling me you'd pay for it, I can make it a Patreon goal right now. They're kind of like masses of ancient aesthetic thrown together, and for modern cities, I like that. I like that. I like how a lot of. I was reading an interesting article the other day about how most of sci-fi is based out of Asian aesthetics, which is why it is like even more bogus that you don't see a lot of like Asian main characters in sci-fi.
Yeah, I think a really good example of that is, are you familiar with Snow Crash?
Snow Crash. I don't know what that is. What is that?
Snow Crash is one of the premier cyberpunk novels. It's written by Neil Stevenson. The main character's literal name is Hero Protagonist. You can't make that up.
Love it.
And it is heavily influenced by, Asian aesthetic and that kind of thing. But it kind of paved the way for a lot of cyberpunk as we know it.
Okay, awesome. I didn't know that.
It's really interesting. It's worth checking out. I do recommend it. It is a little, obviously it's a little problematic, but it's worth reading.
Let's see. Okay, this world that's about to go into war with the Avatar's mother, when she found out that her son, an Earthbender, is the next Avatar, she took him to the giant desert in the Earth Kingdom, like that. Not just that, she also put him as baby under a very dangerous chi blocking procedure that basically made him into a non-bender. Oh, because the Earth Kingdom is looking for war. That's cool. That's a good pitch, my dude. And so Yori, the Avatar, lived his entire life in a desert farm. Okay, no, hold on. You're doing Star Wars. No, you're doing Star Wars. You tried to trick me here. You got me. Damn it. God damn it.
Well, to be fair, the story of Star Wars is very good.
It is very good. No,
it's iconic for a reason.
You can't swear it's not Star Wars when you have the magic person taught that he's not magic to go live on a desert farm away from his family, while two factions war and could have used him in it. That is, my dude, you stars to war in here.
You did star a war.
It's okay.
But it's okay. It's iconic for a reason. I think it's really interesting when people because if you look, spoiler alert for those of you listening, I'm a giant fucking nerd, and I really like Joseph Campbell, which he wrote a book called Hero with a Thousand Faces, which Star Wars heavily drew influence on. And it basically is a summation of what are heroic stories and why do humans like them, and how do you break down a heroic story into basically archetypes and ideals that resonate with the most people. Again, if you've never read it, I could not recommend it higher. It's a fascinating book. It does read a little bit like a textbook at times because, hey, it kind of is. But it is also very, very interesting.
I like that. Michael, I'm just giving you shit. Yeah, it's a very good setup. I'm very interested in this Avatar fan fiction because it's fucking good. Yeah, I like the idea of I like the idea of it continuing to get newer and newer and newer and newer. Yori has lived with his young brother, who's an earthbender, and they're both enamored with the home movers about Republic City as they see it as this beautiful city on a hill. God, which one slide? There we go. Let's go faster.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
God. Oh, God.
Gotta get Sanic up in here.
Oh, shit. Maybe too Sanic.
Too Sanic. Too much Sanic. Too Sanic. Too furious. Speaking of, isn't Sonic Forces coming out soon?
It is, and I cannot wait. I love Sanic Forces. I love 3D Sanics so much because like they're bad, but like it's the kind of bad like Dynasty Warriors is, where it's like I know you don't need to tell me. Like I know, I just like it.
But it makes me happy.
Yeah, it's junk food. It's just video game junk food, and that's all I need from it. Oh ho ho!
Nice save. Nice save.
We're good. Fine. Nope. Not that one though. I guess like Luke Skywalker, Yori just wants to go out with his friends and hang out at Tashi Station.
But I just want to go to Tashi Station and get some power converters.
No, I need you for the next harvest. In the Star Wars short story book, there's an Amperu story, and it's like it made me cry. Big surprise.
Oh.
It's very, very good. Yeah, fuck. I love Star Wars. Oh, good.
So Riley,
yes.
I'm not sure if I've asked. Are you a Switch owner?
I am not a Switch owner. It's getting closer and closer to me needing to have one because I want to play Breath of the Wild, but Criff. I want to play Breath of the Wild, but I
Mario is
can't.
coming out on Friday.
You gonna get it?
Oh yes, my order is already paid for, so I just have to go in and pick it up. I'm also getting a Peach wedding amiibo.
Ooh, that'll be cool. I've heard that gives you the ability to have a so Mario will wear a dress.
Yep,
that's a very good amiibo usage.
Yes, I approve of this amiibo usage. But yeah, no, apparently they just announced that Shin Megami Tensei 5 is going to be a Switch exclusive.
Ooh, damn. So, all right. Hell yeah. Like, Switches, they're getting good games. I cannot take that from them.
That is very true. So we've got, again, his mother super angry.
Adam Yori accepts the offer out of anger, prepares to leave for the army when his farm is attacked by a group of mysterious airbenders in search of the Avatar. So those airbenders think the Avatar is Yori's brother. Oh, that's good. That's I like this.
I do too.
Yeah, write this fan fiction and please post it. Like, simple as that. Like, hell yeah. God, these guys. Ugh. Alan, we're almost at the end of the game again.
I know, right?
It's stressing me out.
I think the ultimate goal here, what our new goal for this should be, is that you speedrun this game, we get into a GDQ, and I'm on your couch.
I like that. I think it's very much possible. I think that's how most people do a GDQ, is they play the game nonstop for a year. Yep. And then they're like, all right, yeah, like, of course. It's these Naga sections and these Big Daddy sections that are gonna fuck me up.
They're the grossest. And unfortunately, you can't do the Avatar state in the Naga sections, which is a little bit crap, but...
Yeah. Oh, God. I wonder if I can eventually get an item for it. To, like, get, like, so it'll act nicer to me. Maybe I've forgotten something on how to, like, do it. What does Q and U do anything? Oh, Q and E hit. Oh, they hit with my claws.
Oh, nice. Also, I have speaking of video games, I have recently kind of super gotten into Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes, that's a good game, Alan.
That is a very good game. I have been super duper enjoying it. It broke my heart in pieces within the first like hour.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, game, why would you do this to me, game? I thought we were friends. I thought this was just a fun game about going around and hunting robot dinosaurs. Nope. And now you have to make me feel my own feelings. How dare you?
Yep. They don't hold any bars in Horizon. Like, they come for your heart immediately, and then they don't let go.
Nuh-uh. I'm in. I don't want to say too much because I mean it's a relatively big spoiler towards the beginning of the game. But I'm in the mother's cradle.
Okay, yep. That means something to me.
So I'm enjoying it a lot. I kind of find myself getting lost just going hunting and like stalking the machines and chasing down piggies and collecting way too much crap because I am a resource hoarder.
Yeah, well, what if you need them? What if you need those resources, Alan?
Exactly. I have so much wood. I have so phrasing, but I've got so much ridgewood.
Honestly, it's a good thing to like collect in that game because you always do need those resources. Like I'm always digging around, running, trying to find more wood in that game because fuck. All right, here we go. All right. Jesus, God, I've almost got it. I've almost got it. No, leave me alone. Oh boy. I wonder if we're gonna be able to handle this in a like as we get to speedrunning it and speedrunning it and speedrunning it and speedrunning it, and that becomes the thing we're known for, Alan. People are gonna want us to go and speedrun more games, and I gotta be honest, I don't like speedruns.
I enjoy watching them. I don't enjoy doing them.
Yeah, like, cause like most games, I'm like, oh, I just want to play it. There's no reason I'll play this game more than once, and of course, then you set up. God, Kurt Blevins,
oh, no.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not giving up.
Oh God.
But no, I feel you there. I am very much an explorer in games, so like I will, take forever to progress. Like Horizon Zero Dawn's a really good example. What probably should have taken me, an hour to get to that reveal, I think it took me like 5 or 6 because I was just like, I'm gonna screw around and collect resources and get lots of shards and hunt a bunch of animals and stuff like that. And so it was like 6 hours later. Oh, by the way, dad feelings, and it's just like, oh, okay.
Is that your is that what gets you in games?
Really any sort of, I don't know. The thing I liked about this was that you got the choice between how you respond to things, whether you are aggressive, thoughtful, or empathetic. And I answered empathetically because it's me. And it broke my heart. Just the way she was responding, and my hat's off to these voice actors because I don't think it, like, the dialogue was very, very good, but I don't think it would have sold half as well if the actors hadn't put the work into it.
Yeah. The main actress in that game, for Aloy, that's Ashley from Hey Ash, What You Playing?
Are you kidding?
Nope.
That's Ashley Birch?
Yup, that her.
Oh,
she's
my God.
A lot of voice acting. He didn't even go all the way back to like reset. God. Yeah, that is Ashley Birch.
That's incredible.
She does a really, really, really good job.
I mean, I knew she was hella talented, but
Yep, she's also a voice actress in OKKO. Which is a very, very good show.
I know that she had a relatively famous role that she was doing.
For Life of Strange?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life is Strange, because she didn't come back for it because of the voice actor strike.
Yep. That's exactly it. Yeah, and like I haven't played Life of Strange, but it's a free PS Plus game, so I should just get around to play it.
Oh yeah, I've heard wonderful things about it. And the mechanics of it is pretty neat, how it's supposed to control and how the story works. So,
is it more than just like a Telltale game?
Very much so. You actually have the ability to rewind time.
What? Wait, hold up. What?
So basically it operates kind of like you're watching a video and you have very limited rewinds. So you could like make a decision, and if you don't like the decision you made, you can rewind and change the decision.
I had no idea that was how that game played.
And part of it's like a detective story, so you use your powers to help solve a mystery.
That's really cool. God, you think that would be out? Like someone would talk about that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, buddy, come on, you got this.
Oh boy, howdy.
Can you not water shield?
I can't while I'm throwing fireballs. And water
Oh.
shields only protect me from like those projectiles. Yeah, like that. God, which he just fucking chucks out, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what are you doing? Are you kidding me? Oh, this
So
game.
close.
Alan.
I'm not giving up.
Oh, okay. God, the fact it restarts you at the top kills me.
Yeah, it's kind of garbage.
Because this first robot, like, I don't know why I have so much trouble with him.
Because he's rude.
He's a rude boy, and not in like a fun ska way, in like a bad big boy way. Eat shit, asshole. Alright.
First shot.
Here we are. This is just it. This is where we are. This is where we are in life. Okay, so that time he did that.
Yeah, what would be your pitch, Riley?
Oh, for my pitch for the Korra game, like I'm very much into this cyberpunk future. Like since we pitched data benders, I am very interested in what like that looks like in the grander scheme of Korra, and like, but I think I would have like I would maybe go. I think after you said before Aang, I really like that idea. I like a little bit further in the past, even though I like the modern day style. There's a lot of stories to tell there that still have the toys of, oh, we get to talk to the past us, which I think is an important part of the Avatar stuff that got, you know, taken away a little bit too soon, I think. But I think, let's see, we have an Avatar who is a who maybe is a firebender. We have a firebender.
Yeah, we haven't
Avatar.
had really one of those yet.
Yeah. Yeah, a firebender avatar would be very interesting to me.
Well, isn't one of the pretty focal past avatars a firebender?
Yeah.
She has the kind of almost geisha-like.
No,
face paint?
that's the earthbender past one.
Okay.
The firebender one is the one who got killed. Who got killed by Zuko's dad.
Mm.
And like I think
So
that
Zuko's dad killed a firebender avatar?
yeah, because they were really good friends, and the firebender avatar came to save Zuko's dad, and Zuko's dad instead murked him, like or left him to die on an island, I think.
That's really not good.
Yeah, you know, it's a just hashtag just firebender things.
I guess.
Oh, here we go.
You were so
I'm
close,
kind
you
of
were so close.
getting
Like maybe
things-
one hit.
getting things twisted. Health up. There we go. Oh, it's you're done.
Yay!
You're done, son. You're thinking of Sozin, who's Zuko's granddad. That's it. Thank you.
Move, Naga. No time to waste.
Fire Lord Sozin. Yes. But I think having that fire avatar, having that firebending avatar, I think from there, I'm trying to think where we go, because the four worlds lived in peace at that time.
Yep.
Maybe talking about older spirit bender things could be interesting, like older like spirit world stuff before you know, these big beams. Like I think there could be something interesting there. I don't know 100% though. That's the thing. Roku is the avatar right before the war began. He was big friends with Sozin, and Roku tried to stop Sozin from going to war, and Sozin left Roku for dead on an island. That's it. Yeah, I think my avatar might go for like what's similar to the first like the first ever avatar was, where he like he communed with a lot of natural sources to get his other bending powers, the lion turtles. Mine wouldn't do the lion turtles, but like the fire dragons that Aang and Zuko learned from, like maybe something from there, like we would meet the ones of them for the other elements. That could be really cool.
That could be very cool.
Let's see, Roku is it? Yeah. Oh god, clear off this sucker. I think earthbending might be my least favorite bending form in this game.
Yeah.
I like slow and heavy hits, but like This one I feel like is just almost too slow. Like it's just like it's slow, but it doesn't do.
trade-off isn't worth it.
Yeah, it doesn't do high enough damage, which maybe it will as we keep getting more and more levels in it. Hooty hoo. But yeah, because usually like the first player I played in Overwatch was Reinhardt. I love like big slow fuckers, but like yeah, just ain't here for it. All right, so we're relearning another bending. I think that's got to be earth bending then.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, there we go. Dodge enemy attacks right before they hit. Ow. $13, are you kidding? That's so many.
That is so many. Oh, I hate the boleros.
Come on, who else wants some? I'm dodging too fast. I gotta be a little worse at dodging. I always hate that when they're like, do something right before it happens.
Yeah.
So why can't I just do it? Though that's the thing. Like I should be.
Let it get super close to you.
If I'm doing it correctly, I shouldn't be getting hit at all. Like whatever. All right.
And now the power of air.
Yep. There you go. Kick. Power charge. There we go. We're leveling up Earth. We're gonna have everything leveled up soon. God, I'm gonna just 100,000% this game. Oh, Criff! Oh boy. Okay, move the windowed mode slightly. Too far. Or good. Got a little bit too excited.
That was weird.
Kick. Eat shit. Alright, come on. All y'all fuck off.
I also think it would be interesting if we're talking about, ancient avatars and stuff, looking at Paleolithic avatars and Paleolithic bending.
Oh, so like... Okay, so...
what kind of crazy dinosaur mashups did they have?
That's interesting. Now,
did they have, like, triceradactyls?
So one thing that was interesting that Korra did was they went and they did talk to the first avatar. And what they did for that was, he saw... he wasn't originally like I think an airbender. No, he was originally a firebender. Fuck. Yeah, and he traveled outside of all cities used to be on the back of these giant lion turtles.
Right.
And he left that and was granted firebending by the lion turtle, who then from there went out and he went out and found other lion turtles where they had other bending powers. And then would share that with the people around him, and then he taught everyone how to bend. It's a lot of interesting stuff like that. So I don't know if they didn't have dinosaurs per se, but that being said, fuck it. That's a cool story. All right, what time are we at in here in our play? 43 minutes I think is good for this week. We've beaten 2 levels.
I think so.
We're 2 chapters away from the end again.
Woo!
So we've sped up by 1 hour for our complete time, which I think is important. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you so much for watching.
Alan, where can they find you? Where can our friends find you?
Come and check me out on Twitter at Alan_cells. Like Riley mentioned at the top of the show, I was on One Shot this week, which was incredibly exciting and just overall wonderful. So please check that out. I'd really appreciate it. You can find all of my podcasts on my Twitter, so check me out.
Hell yeah. And if you're here, you already know where Alien Happy Hour is, but you can find us at alienhappyhour.com, Alien Happy Hour on Twitter, youtube.com/Alien Happy Hour, or facebook.com/Alien Happy Hour. You can find me at RevRybread on Twitter. And I'm around. I do stuff. I hang out.
He does. He was on Adventure where he got to be Cassie in Animorphs, and
Yes.
he was on the Magic School Bus episodes, and y'all should go listen to those because they were phenomenal.
Oh, you doll. Yes, please check them out. Tweet at me that I did a good job. It'll pump my ego up, and I appreciate that.
I keep refreshing because I have no idea when adventure like refreshes, and I'm like, I need more Riley as Cassie. I need it.
Bless you. All right, but anyway, you guys, thank you for joining us. We will be here
Thank you so much.
same Korra time, same Korra channel next week. Y'all have
Bye.
a good one.